I'm excited to welcome you today to the Heart of Giving, our very first podcast. And we are here today with an amazing couple who has a story that honors the legacy of their daughter and also their own giving and the care that they've provided for our community. And so I'm happy to introduce you to Hugh and Linda Rowden. Welcome today.
Thanks,
I'm so happy you came in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to ask to start with a little bit about your history here in town and how long you've both been a part of this community.
Forever.
Well, I grew up in Decatur, went to Dennis School, Woodrow Wilson, MacArthur High School, and went away to college. One of my first jobs was in Springfield, but I came back to Decatur and practiced law here in Decatur since 1974. And Linda's been here since then.
So you
I was
come
from Champaign.
for here? Okay.
Yeah, and then we were married and while he was still in law school, which was fun.
Yes.
And then went to Springfield for 2 years and then came to Decatur. So a long time.
And what could you say about your involvement in this community and why you chose to stay and make Decatur your home?
I think the people here are amazing, for one thing. And like Hugh said, he had grown up here, so it was kind of a natural that when he started practicing law, just in a private practice, that this would be a good place for him to be. And it has turned out to be just that.
Wonderful. And of course, today we're here to talk about a very difficult topic, and it is Keri's Day, as you shared earlier.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about your daughter, what happened with her and the cancer, and then how you chose to honor her legacy?
Sure. Keri was a twin, and about 7 years ago, she had some symptoms and got checked out. It was like the precursor to before COVID had really hit. And she was diagnosed with esophageal cancer, where the stomach and the esophagus meet. And I think they knew at the time that was pretty dire prediction, that it wasn't going to have a happy ending. But she fought it like a trooper and had tons of support, lots of friends, lots of family. Always had a positive attitude and a smile on her face, even on the worst days. And ultimately passed away 6 years ago today from, the illness. Can you add anything to that?
Yeah, Keri, she had symptoms, had no idea she had a fatal disease, was diagnosed with esophageal junction, gastric esophageal junction cancer. And I think when the diagnosis was made, she knew her time was limited. But like Linda said, she went back to work, actually did Girls on the Run with her 7-year-old daughter at the time in Chicago, that lived in Chicago at the time.
Ran the Lakeshore Loop.
Yeah.
And she and Dina, and Keri and Dina were always really close.
That's her twin. So.
That's her twin daughter and
twin sister.
But Keri, like Linda said, she was so strong through all this. And during COVID, as we all recall, everybody was isolated. You didn't go any place, you didn't see anybody. You were kind of staying at home. And she was getting treatments every month, every week. And we assumed that she was doing okay or getting better. And then we got a call, like in May, that she'd gone in for a treatment and her body was shutting down and she was going to go to hospice. And we hadn't seen her for weeks.
A couple months.
Because of the COVID situation. But then we were with her for the last 13 days of her life. And I told this story before, but Keri was, even then in hospice, she was so strong. She never, she of course missed her future, but she was just thankful for 45 years of life and having a family.
And having love and support from everybody. I mean, it was amazing.
And she told us when she's dying that she wanted, in her memory, to do something to help people, her families in her situation. Maybe not people that have this sickness, but the families that have loved ones that are suffering like this. And she just had a great attitude. There were there were lots of tears in that hospice room, but none from Keri. I mean, she was just strong, a strong person, and she passed away, and it's just been our goal to make sure her legacy goes on and do what she wanted us to do to make lives better for other people in similar situations. And I think, you know, I don't want to get ahead of you here, but we've established this fund at the foundation. And one of the things that, as we know, she had chemotherapy and she lost her hair and she had to get a wig. And one of the things that she wanted to fund was people who would lose their hair to be able to get wigs
that look nice.
Yeah,
yes, good ones.
Yes.
So I think the foundation, you know, you do an excellent job. That's one of the things that you're looking into, and work with cancer care here. And, but you know, to go back to Keri, she just we have just great memories of Keri, and this is a day that we kind of celebrate her, especially today. And Dina put something on Facebook this morning, and there have been how many people?
Hundreds.
Yes.
You know,
like that responded, and
an example though of Keri's reach and legacy. Some of the clients, she was an event planner, or event coordinator for a large company in Chicago, and she spent her whole career there. And she would put on or help to navigate big events like trade shows and conferences, and you know, 3,000 person dinner for the gala for the convention or whatever. And she would coordinate 25 hotels with all the people that are going to this thing. Well, anyway, some of the clients that she served are still today doing things at their trade shows in honor of Keri.
That's amazing.
In fact, we just got a picture last week from one of the agencies that she had supported or had, you know, taken care of while she was still being an event planner. And they give the Keri Coté Spirit Award each year at the convention to somebody who goes above and beyond to, you know, make everything happen and do right, but not be maybe not anybody in the spotlight, but somebody from in the background. And I thought, I really love that. They give a nice little crystal trophy type thing plus money. And, you know, she's been gone for 6 years and they still do that. So,
well, I think that's one of the amazing things that this type of fund can do is that we never forget her, and that the community doesn't forget her. And so how does that make you feel, knowing that there are individuals through cancer care specialists here that are receiving wigs every month in her name, and are receiving food cards and transportation gift cards so they can get to treatment, and that every family is being touched by that spirit that she shared with you?
It
there
makes us
at
feel
hospice.
really good. And I'm sure if Keri were here, she would be thrilled to know that that one wish is for sure being, you know, handled. So,
and for families that have gone through this, that have faced the unimaginable and lost a child, and then tried to find a way to cope, would you recommend this type of outreach as a memorial?
Oh, absolutely. They live on through what we're doing, and that's very gratifying, very comforting for us. So
yeah, Natalie and your staff have been very helpful and very compassionate dealing with us, and setting up our fund and getting the money to go where we want it to go.
And it's so nice that it's growing and, you know, continues to grow.
Yes.
And yet we're still helping people along the way.
The growth has been amazing. I mean, you've got...
I can't take credit for that. That's the stock market in today's world.
But you've got the right people investing it, so that's good.
Right. And I think the relationship locally, you having grown up here and seen Cancer Care, which is a national cancer center, but that they're benefiting locally from this gift, and they know it's here as a resource. That's just a beautiful connection.
It makes us feel good.
What else is on your spirit today as you're remembering her and celebrating this day?
Just lots of happy memories. We're trying to dwell on the positive and not be sad. So.
Yeah, it you know, we certainly miss Keri, and you know, her twin sister Dina. They were so close. I mean, they were
real close.
Well, it's twins.
Identical twins.
They were close.
Yeah.
I mean, Linda tells stories when they were newborns. We would put them in one crib
because we didn't know we were having twins.
And one here. And by the end of the morning, they'd be right next to each other. They were
as newborns.
Yeah.
We don't know how they moved, but they did.
They talked every day. They lived in Chicago, both of them. They both went to different colleges. Dina went to the University of Illinois, and Keri went to the University of Iowa. But they talked every day. I know
and
that.
The first month of school
had to
our
be
telephone bill, because this was during the time of long distance bills,
Yes.
3-minute calls and stuff. Our phone bill came in 2 envelopes.
Oh,
That was kind of a
So,
it was all right. It was fine.
Dina has been just amazing, and we just have good memories at this point in time.
mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the community, or advice you would give families as they navigate these type of scenarios?
I think if anyone that would have the wherewithal to establish a fund like this, it lets your loved one live on in everybody's mind and heart, and carries their legacy forward, and that's a good thing.
There's so much negative going on these days, it seems like, and the foundation is an opportunity to do something positive for the community. There's enough negative out there. We ought to do something positive, and our plan to do this with the foundation was that. I think it's great.
Thank you.
And we appreciate all you do to make it happen.
Well, we thank you both for being with us here today and sharing your story. I know I can't imagine how difficult it is, but we are honored to play a little part in honoring her memory and getting those grants out to people in need.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.